Hi guys, welcome back. Today, I want to talk about how we can control our emotions. Sometimes, life gives us hard moments that make us feel sad, stressed, or frustrated. Learning how to manage these feelings is really important if we want to live a happier and healthier life. This video is based on a TED Ed talk and has been simplified for English learners. Let's explore some easy and useful ways to understand and handle our emotions better. Imagine that you and your friend need to do very well on Friday's exam, so you don't have to take summer classes. After studying for a whole week, you both feel confident that you did great. But when you get your grades back, they are much lower than you expected. You feel very upset and disappointed. However, your friend does not seem too bothered by it, and this makes you wonder why you can't just forget about it and move on like they can. But should you always try to look on the bright side? And is it even possible to control our emotions in the first place? The answer to that last question is definitely yes. There are many ways to manage and control your emotions. One helpful idea is called the process model. Psychologists use this model to understand how our emotions happen and where we can change them. The process has 4 steps. First, we enter a situation. This situation can be real or something we imagine, but it catches our attention. Second, we think about the situation. We decide if it helps us reach our goals or if it makes things harder for us. Third, based on this thinking, we feel certain emotions. These emotions change how we feel inside, what we think, and how we behave. This is called an emotional response. Each of these steps is a chance to control your emotions. The process model shows different strategies you can use at each step. For example, imagine you have been invited to the same party as your least favorite ex and their new partner. Your first choice could be to avoid the problem completely by skipping the party. If you decide to go, you might try to change the situation by choosing not to talk to your ex. If that is difficult, you could shift your attention by playing a game with friends instead of focusing on your ex or their new partner. Another way is to change how you think about the situation. After thinking carefully, you might realize you do not really care who your ex dates anymore. If none of these strategies work, you can try to change how you feel after the event. But this can be hard. Some ways, like hiding your feelings or using drugs, often cause more problems later, such as more negative feelings or health issues. Better ways to calm down include going for a long walk, taking slow and deep breaths, or talking to someone you trust for support. Using these strategies takes practice. Learning to notice your emotions and understand where they come from is very important. Once you believe that you can control your feelings, it becomes much easier to do. But should you always try to keep a good mood? The answer depends on what you think makes a mood good. It is natural to feel sad or frustrated sometimes. No emotion is always good or bad. It depends on the situation. For example, if your friend is telling you about losing someone they love, feeling and showing sadness is not only normal, but helpful. It helps you feel with your friend and support them. On the other hand, if you have a small problem or annoyance, it is okay to put on a smile and keep going. We hear many different ideas about emotions. Some say we should always try to be happy. Others say we should accept our feelings as they come. But really, everyone needs to find their own balance. So, should you always try to be happy? No. Studies show that people who only focus on being happy often feel other bad emotions, like guilt or frustration, because they are upset or not feeling happier. This does not mean you should let sadness or anger control you. But using ways like rethinking a situation can help you accept sadness and have hope that things will get better. Thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.